Mr. Maposhka on the disruptor. Getting dropped down. Incred getting first blood on your mid. That's pretty good last I checked, Trent.
Yeah.
Mira getting some good damage here on the Slayer. Wanted to get up close and personal with the battery assault, but is going to end up paying the price. That isn't enough. Has to salve. And Slayer, I think, still dies to this. Yes, that tree was not big enough. Oh, that hurts.
Huh. He like he saw him through the line, huh? In terms
Yadro
of
top?
the vision.
Is it not a song that's going? Okay, got it. It's more of a
Yeah, not quite.
Maposhka.
He's more of a disruptor, if you know what I'm saying.
I like that. Bignum, ooh, might end up paying the price there a little bit. So they both die simultaneously, but Mira making the rotation, trying to bring down Petushara.
Top of the chart, both in last hits and net worth.
As Bignum
And
is
they're
going to
adding
be
to it.
killed off here. Can they get it without the glimpse? No. So glimpse will come out. Maposhka takes some good damage. You can see Petushara is also racking up the deeps, but Toronto Tokyo makes the rotation. They bring 4 top. This is how you deal with the Veno. Just bring the team.
And what's crazy is that he just had 1 earn charge, right? Like Yadaro's dead, you know?
Yeah.
But he's not getting that ball rolling. And when you're not getting those charges, you can't get a couple kills, keep it stacking up. And Ankrad, of course, now has nothing to rotate to because there's just Flare also moving through some vision down bottom as he tries to wrap around on Collapse. So
Bignum's
no
dead
real
again.
threat. Yeah. This is looking a lot like game 1 for poor Bignum.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's rough.
Might be dead. Ankrad makes the move. Battery assault. Trying to trade over. So they have enough to get anything here. Maposhka going to be isolated, and it looks like he will die. Hook shot through, but still is going to be brought down on Slayer.
Okay, again, Toronto, this time he brought back up. Same spot, same tree he's going to wrap around. Much more successful.
Yeah, well played. They just drop everything there. Mystic Flare to boot to make sure.
Really viable, but the question is, how strong will your combined team be at that second Roche, which is, as you mentioned, probably going to be a big part of how the game's decided.
Coil, Dawnbreaker ulti, trying to stay alive. This is actually pretty good. Toronto Tokyo, though, gets away barely, and Yadro lives through a collapse, runs through, finds both. Ankrad dies. It was looking good for a moment, but in the end, Team Spirit come out on top. What a freaking fact. Meanwhile, back towards mid, Ankrad just getting pushed out, but Slayer wanted to make a little bit of a counterplay. Mira in some trouble. Slayer still taking through that invis Mystic Flare, and well, Bignum also ends up going down to Yadro. The Diffusal Blade making its presence felt now.
Guardian, Puck's damage. Here we go.
But again, the ulti coming in from Disruptor won't be enough to save him this time. Yadro still willing to run in and fight. If they're not careful, the glimpse pulls him back in, and Slayer gets eaten up by the bear. Still holding on to that Diffusal Blade. Ankrad jaunts out and gets
Only
away.
10 seconds. Any timers?
Have another glimpse? Nah.
Would have been pretty tempting.
Well, and you know, the game plan for him doesn't really change that much. Toss back to Veno. He gets the ulti off, but don't know if that's going to be enough. Toronto Tokyo isolated away from the rest of the squad. Mystic Flare down. Good chunk of damage. Collapse comes through for the finish, and they will bring down Toronto Tokyo, but it comes at another cost. And now Dino, I mean, he's got to be careful too. This is a Diffusal Ursa with Enrage back up again in a moment. They decide they don't want.
It's close to hopping right over Yadro right now. Yeah, he actually does. He's now on top. But there's the stalled out farm on Toronto Tokyo.
And the Dawnbreaker ulti coming in. Combos right on top of Collapse. Although, I don't know if Bignum actually wants to be here anymore. They keep going for more. Can they bring him down? Glimpse
Nice
pulls him
silence.
back in. Silence afterwards. Starbreaker, nope. Gets turned. The Enrage, the chase, one more punch, and a monster kill streak. There's a reason the bear, they jump right at the start from Collapse. Now the smoke breaks. Needs to get out of there, but the jump in. Toronto Tokyo blows up Ankrad. Veno ulti hits onto one. I don't know if it gets worse than that. That is a rough one.
That's one of those situations where you're just like, yeah, it's fine. We'll stay here, and then when the smoke pops, we'll have a ward. So like the smoke pops and you have a ward and it's like, well, now what do we do? You know, Anchored obviously got jumped on way too fast. Nice Tumbler Story attempt there from the Veno, but you know, Petushara still gonna go down. Yadro getting really low versus this Roche. She's a little scarier than the other guy.
Yeah, Slayer eventually going to go down. So Team Spirit's still fighting while it's taking 2 to finish off the Roche, and they are going to get him. And meanwhile, Dino, silence, pops the Mantis, slowed by the Chakram, and they're going to go for more. They have Glimpse still, pulls him right on back in, and, well, pops ulti finally. Turn, Ankrad, the heal coming through along with the damage. Do they have enough, though? Jumps forward, chasing, trying to kill off Poshka, gets another. Okay, and Collapse now also maybe a bit too far forward. Got the turn. Ursa Bear wants to battle. Gale pops in rage afterwards. Has double rounds of it with the Earth Shock. Slowed, burning, little bit by bit. Can they burn through this Aegis? They do get it with the Flare. Maybe Mind Games have something here. With only 2 left, there's an opportunity. Avalanche trying to get 1 out of there. Can they chase any more pushback onto Collapse? They're going to bring down this Timbersaw, most likely, unless he just kills them all, maybe. Mystic Flare down, almost enough. They do kill the Timber.
This is part of the reason why I think Clockwork is one of the best 5s right now, just because not many 5s can actually just like force fights when you really need to. Like when you see a situation of just like oh, like their Aegis is down, now's a good time for us to fight, sort of stuff. Like that is something that Clockwork can do for you. Unfortunately, this is not one of those situations. So Slayer's just kind of like on his own. Everyone else is trying to farm. He's hoping to like flare back a couple waves. But when they see that time, you know, maybe it's like Scotty on Medusa. If they actually want to take a fight outside their base, it is really good that they have someone like Clockwork, because he's not necessarily a great high ground defender. You can get some pretty good angles in terms of like hook shots and cog pushes into the base maybe. But that other aspect of being behind, he does cover pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, that part is definitely nice.
And flaring Roche. That's always nice.
Yeah, the vision can't be overstated enough. And I kind of am wondering, based upon the position of Team Spirit, if they're respecting that potential.
Did he use Gem?
Maybe. Hook shot in. Okay. Ankrad's there too. Doesn't jaunt, but they have the coil, and now trying to get away. Slayer healed, gets out of there for a moment, but eventually dies.
He missed it.
Yadro, they jump, they find them all. Need to pop the ulti and get the heck out of dodge. 3 are already dead.
Dude,
Veno did not get a spell off. Yikes.
Ankrad went full panic mode. But yeah, it's base damage. So yeah, his DD's nasty.
Hook shot. Finds him. Cogs push back.
Yeah, sure. Send me back. I don't want to be here.
All right. Coil afterwards. Petushara has one more charge of Spirit Vessel. Oh my god, he got out. Dude,
that was so good.
It's so ridiculous, but I think he might still die to this. Collapse gets chased down, Cogs push back, and will die. So in spite of the Yule's trick to get out of Coil, it's still not enough to get him away.
For the uninitiated, I know. All right, listen here, Mind Games. My kids are having an ice cream party upstairs, and I want ice cream. So you better win this game if you're delaying it right now, all right? I have a vested interest. If we're going late, at least win. Come on.
We'll see if they can do it. MKB is done on the Ursa. And they have the Aghanim Scepter on Veno. So shorter duration. Going to start heading down this top lane here. Hook shot. Finds the back lines. It's on to Mira. Can they kill him, though? 4 staff away. Fine. Dino chases in Miposhka. They bring down 1. Can they get any more afterwards? They kill the clock. Toronto Tokyo, in the meantime, takes down Petushara. It is a lot of damage, but I don't think they can get the kill onto him here. Ankrad. Oh,
Dino.
BKB. BKB fine. Meanwhile, Dawnbreaker ulti in. Not going to be enough. Can't get them out. Dino's still chased, in trouble. The Ursa right on top. Dawnbreaker tries to stop with the Starbreaker. Spider legs to escape, but Chakram is still pretty.
Hits him ancients, get his health back.
Yeah, he's got Satanic. He's good to go. Turn. Silence. And Ankrad. Do they find him? Has Blink? No. Oh my god. On your team, you got to be careful.
What is he going for next? BKB? Yeah, good choice. Just have a chance to actually use your damage in these fights. Bignum's gonna hammer away, but he's looking about as good as the new Thor movie, from what I understand.
It's a deep cut.
Toronto Tokyo? He has just been on this part of the map and finding heroes for what feels like 5 minutes now.
Scotty,
finally
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Toronto Tokyo trying to get out of there. And it looks like he's going to. So that's BKB down.
He's chasing Petashara invis.
Petashara trying to run. The noise and Sting slow. The Venom ulti, Mystic Flare, drop down dead. So they lose.
So tiny.
It happens
Collapse
very
just-
rapidly.
He's
Hex,
hunting Petashara.
double chakra. Oh, the Aeon Disc. And now Disruptor ulti down. Yule Scepter keeping him alive. But Petashara's already dead. Has to buy back now. Hook shot. Finds Yadoro. Cogs push back. Dino tries to buy a little time. Needs to back out and get away. The DOT still coming out though. It's not too bad. The slow with the Veno and the Scotty is very nice on the Toronto Tokyo. But the Hex is there. And Collapse looking to play cleanup. Can he bring him down? Burning the snake. They're all dropping one by one. They won't lose a single hero. Team Spirit, when they decide to fight, they're just too strong.
They look so good.
GG.
Oh, Team Spirit. You know, had a bit of a rough start to some parts of the season. Like right before the actual DPC started, they were looking like a little bit shaky. Everyone's like, oh, it's reigning champs. But and they've had some games